All right, YouTube, what's good? What's good? My name is Andrew Lindley, representing the DJ Connect, and today we're going to be covering how to get more gigs in 2022 so that your business can start exploding. You can really create that DJ company that you've always dreamed of. So I'm just going to list down the 10 most important things that you can be doing right now, whether doesn't matter what's going on in your world right now. You can be doing this stuff right now to start building your business online, offline, whatever you got to do so that you can start having gigs flowing into your company right here, right now. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to this video, drop a comment because I'm always going to personally respond to these comments. It's me, nobody else, and let's go get this work. All right, so number one, the single most important thing for your business is marketing. And I know this is like a blanket term and just saying like, oh, you got to market your company. That's what a lot of people will say, and that makes absolutely no sense. But I got to break this down to you. There are only two things in business that makes your business succeed. Like what makes you gain clients and stuff. There are only two things, and that's innovation and marketing. I'm not really going to talk about innovation, but it's very simple. It's just like what you can do better than everyone else. Like why would somebody come to you to get your service? How are you innovating? Like what do you do differently? And then marketing. These are the only two things that make a business succeed. Marketing is the lifeblood of your business. Marketing is defined as just making people want to do business with you. So you have to market your business like a champ, and nothing has to be perfect. A lot of people get wrapped up thinking that, oh, I gotta make sure my content is perfect. I gotta do this. Let me tell you right here, right now, done is always better than perfect, no matter what. Just market your business nonstop. And once I start running down this list, you're gonna really understand a lot more about marketing. But like realistically, just go to the tallest building in your city right now, climb all the way up to the top and start screaming from the top of the building all across your city that my name is blank, my business is open, and I'm ready to start booking gigs. That is step number one. Just market your business like crazy. And now I'm gonna start breaking down kind of how you can start marketing your business. So social media, absolutely imperative, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, it doesn't matter. Social media is your best friend. Content marketing is probably what I should have said there. Content marketing, creating content about who you are, what you do, and how you do it. Number three is Facebook. So it ties into social media, but Facebook alone is a beast. Everyone you know is on Facebook. I know a lot of younger people are not really on Facebook, but they're not essentially booking DJs right now. Maybe on TikTok, they're starting to get up there. But what you have to really understand, the key to marketing is to know who your ideal client is. So who is it? If you're going after like 30-year-olds to 40-year-olds, you got to figure out where are they hanging out. Like, are they on Facebook? Yeah, they are most definitely 100% on Facebook. My ideal clients are pretty much like, I'd say 25 to 35, and they are on Facebook nonstop. Facebook is my favorite platform because it's like endless. There's so many things that you can do. TikTok is great, but you have to understand TikTok. You have to go to what you understand. You don't want to hop on a platform that like you do not relate to, you've never used in your career. You can always learn how to use these things, but you want to go somewhere that you're comfortable and start there. The most important thing is consistency. Like getting your content out all of the time is way more important than putting your content everywhere. Like, I'm gonna do a post on TikTok and then next week I'm gonna do a post on Facebook. What's more important is just pick one spot, one place, and get consistent with that. Once you're consistent, it becomes so easy that you understand like how content works. Now you can start jumping all over the place. Instagram is killer. Like hashtags, females, like a lot of times people will say that sometimes the husband, that's their one and only job is to book a DJ. In my experience, it's always the bride. Like I've had probably 4 or 5 husbands or grooms book me in the past like 5 years. Whereas like brides, it's always brides nonstop. That's just my experience. It could really be different in your city, your town, but for where I'm at, it's brides all the time. So really understanding how hashtags work, getting in on the hashtags, understanding hashtags, and then like females love Instagram. So Instagram is all about like making beautiful content, nice pictures. It's becoming a lot more video friendly. Like they're pushing more video content out there, so you're gonna have to get on video. I understand how scary it is to start making videos of yourself speaking about your business, but once you do the first one, the second one gets easier, and then they just get easier and easier and easier. And like if you can start making reels, now you're gonna understand how TikTok works, and like vice versa. Or if you start on TikTok, you're gonna crush it on reels. And it's just understanding how these platforms work. Because the algorithm, you have to learn how the algorithm works, how the algorithm is going to push your content out, and that's what's key here. So number 5 is reels. So understand how reels work. It's about making very fun, catchy 60-second clips, whatever you can do. For me, what works well is making like videos of my little mixes. I'll make a little mix here, put it out, and I can't even tell you the amount of gigs that I've booked literally off somebody saying, hey, I saw your reel, I love how you mix, you're booked, like you're hired, doesn't matter what your price is, we're gonna pay it because we know that you're so much different than everybody else in the business and you're the guy that we're looking for. When you're making content, this is why social media is so powerful. You get to explain who you are and what you do in such a brief little moment. And that's what's important, because people, well, they get to know you, like you, and trust you. And once like business is not me telling them what they need, that's the old way of doing business, and it doesn't really work anymore. People are way too wise to it. Like people of my age or younger, they've been on the internet since they were born essentially, and they're done with that old school sales process, the way that everything used to be done back in the day. It's a completely different world now, and they're so wise to it, they know immediately. So it's not us telling them what they need. We have to understand what they want, and then we give that to them. And when you can give them what they want, they're gonna know you, they're gonna like you, and they're gonna trust you. And when you can hit those 3 pillars right there, they are going to buy from you, like no questions asked. Number 6, now we're getting into like the real meat and potatoes here. Networking, whether it's online or offline, it depends where you are in the world right now. Where I'm at, we're still in the big L, so there is no offline networking going on. And offline networking is essentially like going to BNI meetings or going to your chamber of commerce, introducing yourself, meeting other like venue owners, whoever it is, like taking yourself out of your comfort zone, going out there and actually talking to the people who are going to be able to help you. So right now, like I have tons of Zoom meetings. I'm always on like the chamber chats. That's where I'm doing my networking. It's all online, but like Facebook is your key. Like who are the people in your town that you can connect with online, start networking with them, and that's it. Number 7, sorry, is my absolute favorite, a website. A lot of people will tell you in this industry specifically, a website is not important. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, that is the biggest lie of all times. All of my leads, like 99% of my leads, all come from Google. And those are all cold leads, like they don't know me. Once you start getting into warm leads where somebody else tells that bride who you are, it's going to be a lot easier to book that client. But I get cold leads every single day coming into to my website. They come to my website through Google, find me on my website, shoot me a lead, and sometimes I'll instantly send them my pricing. That might put them off, and that's okay, but it doesn't matter. Like it's just getting those leads is the first step. And if you have no leads coming in, you have a serious problem. Website for me is the absolute number 1 key to everything. If you don't have a website in 2022, that's a problem. Like, have you ever in your life went to go buy something from someone without going to their website or without looking them up on the internet? I would assume not. And that's where people will come in. Oh, I have a Facebook page. I do this, I do that, blah, blah, blah. that's fine. Like, I'm not going to tell people how to do their business, but in my world, website, like, I should have put that at number one, because it is absolutely the number one most important thing for booking gigs, because like, it's your home on the internet. This is where you actually get to talk about yourself, that you can show people what it is that you do, what you stand for, all of that stuff. And that's your home. Like, that is your home on the internet, and no one can ever take that away from you. Imagine one day Facebook just said, you know what, pages now cost $100 a month. Are you going to pay Facebook to do that? If you don't pay Facebook for that and they just take your page away, you're done. So what are you going to do? Like, you have to have something that you own personally that no one can ever take away from you. And websites are like 99% free in 2022. Don't get scared by a website. It's so important. Number 8 is a email list. Now we're starting to get into like a lot more serious content here. This is going to be a little hard to understand, but building an email list, like when someone goes to your website, you've done this in your life. Like, you've gone to a website and somebody has said, hey, join my email list, or hey, do you want this free lead magnet? And the free lead magnet can be whatever you want. For me, my lead magnet is what is it? It's the music planning cheat sheet. I give those out to my clients for free. They give me their email, and then they get that immediately. After they get that, now they're in my email list funnel. So once they're in that funnel, I can start hitting them with ads, or I can start hitting them with emails all the time. Like, day one will be like, who I am. My name's Andrew Lindley. This is what I do. Day two, they're gonna get another email saying, hey, this is my company, Supreme DJs. We teach, we'll teach you how to change your event from like a boring event where people are falling asleep at the table to this absolutely incredible party. Number 3 is where you can kind of soft sell them to say, hey, we don't have many dates available. Make sure you hit me up an inquiry about your date. And this is for people who have not done that, because you'll start to learn that not everyone is just going to put an inquiry in right away. There's always window shoppers. So this is just a way to keep the conversation rolling. Number 9 is Facebook and Google ads. I don't use them too much anymore, but this is definitely how I built my business from the ground up to being one of the most successful in my city within 3 years. All through Facebook and Google ads. Like, this is going to guarantee, like, you're just paying for speed. If you want views, you want eyeballs on your site, your business, Facebook and Google ads, you're not going to get a better price anywhere. Like, you can go pay for a billboard in your town, but that's going to be a couple grand. If you put a couple grand into Facebook and Google ads, you're going to book gigs, like 100%. And number 10 is just vendor partnerships. This kind of really ties in with networking, online and offline. Vendor partnerships are like, who in your city can you create a partnership with? Like, could you go join up with a photographer and kind of like offer your service and he offers his service, and maybe there's a little deal in there. Maybe the client gets 10% off, or maybe you give them a percent of every time that they send you a referral, you're giving them a little bit of money. There are so many different things that you can do here, but I just wanted to like rapid fire all of these things. Make sure you like and subscribe this video. There's gonna be a ton more content like this. If you have any questions about any of these topics, just drop them in the comments right now, and I will definitely dig in a little more deeper for you. But that's what's up. Let's go, fam. The DJ Connect. Like and subscribe. Let's go, fam.